Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to everyday, damn near everyday love readings. They're timeless. So if you're watching this outside of the time that I'm doing this, you're in luck because they're all uploaded and you can go ahead and binge. If you are watching this during the time that I'm doing this, it's Libra season, it's love season, it's my birthday season. If you want to gift to the channel or me something, the Amazon wish list is down below. But as it comes to this reading, this is the next 3 months in your connection, right? The next 3 months with you and your person, you and this person. Which deck has, the little something over the next 3 months with the person on your mind, the person you're dealing with, the connection that you're in, and dare I say, for some of you, maybe even a new connection that is yet to come. Yeah, I feel like there's 2 more piles here, but I digress. Does this pile have your next 3 months tea? Deck, I guess I should say pick a deck. Does this deck have your next 3 months tea? Or does this deck have your next 3 months cha, which is Mandarin for tea? Can you imagine? Gimme the cha. All right, so timestamps will be graciously in the description box below. Hype Squad, let's go. I will see you in your pile. Hey, pile 3. I stay starting with pile 3. Like, I love pile 3. I rarely start with pile 1. So this might be a little bit clunky because we're going to see what the energy is likely, given the now energy between you and this person you're checking up on, that you're dealing with, you and your connection, in 3 months. This is what it'll look like and just what's the vibe. So what we're gonna do is actually start with the Lenormand. What I'm gonna do is shuffle to see what the Lenormand has to say about your next 3 months. We're doing this for Libra Love Season, right? If you're watching this outside of Libra Love Season, that's perfectly fine. These are timeless. They're just, I'm just pumping them out during the season of love to see if we can get some kind of clarity. Let's get some movement in that love energy, Come on, let's use the Libra energy. Plus, it's my birthday, and I want to give you guys something for my birthday. Okay. The next 3 months in this connection spirit, the likelihood of things in the next 3 months. I would like 2 cards representing the next 3 months in the connection. Let's go. We have the snake and the scythe in the reverse. So there's that. The snake is the queen. Oh, very interesting. Okay. The queen of clubs and the jack of diamonds is the scythe. Very interesting. So what I'm getting from this is the next 3 months in this connection are going to be, if you're new, I'm just going to need you to hang in there because the message gets more massaged out and distilled the more I talk about it. I'm getting a sense of like disconnect, but not a disconnect that is like, oh no, it could be, but it's more of a disconnect where things that bothered you, things that agitated the connection do not agitate as much as they do now or once did. I feel like some decisions will be made within these 3 months, that by 3 months time there's been some soft decisions, some soft choices that have been essential oil rubbed into the connection, that have let it go, and that have let it diverge into a different direction. It feels like it's a different direction on a similar-ish path, but it just seems like a different energy, but it's an energy that you don't sort of realize. Like, let's say, let me use an arbitrary example. Let's say at work, right? You start a new job and your panties are in a bunch. It's difficult. It feels hard. It feels like a lot. When you are working, you're overwhelmed. You're stressed out. You don't want to make mistakes. But jump cut to 3 months, you still feel new. You still feel like you're learning, but like your anxiety levels are less. You now sort of take things in stride a little bit more. You now have a little bit more of a confidence. You now don't fret too much over the things that you used to. And it's not until someone calls that out that you notice that, oh, you're right, things have shifted. This is that kind of change that I'm seeing, like a soft change where you in this connection, like you as in the general you, not you as in, you as in like, you the connection has shifted a bit. Like the energy in it has moved. I think I will do like the connection, you and the other person. Okay? Yeah. If this is a new connection, or even just maybe a rekindling of a connection, or whatever, this sexual energy between you two will sort of, I don't want to say taper, it'll taper out, but it's almost like it'll calm. It'll soothe, it'll normalize. And that's something that like you won't really notice. You'll be like, yeah, we still bang, we still like are attracted to each other, but it's not as hot and heavy as it was, now or at some point. Yeah, I feel like the sexual energy sort of normalizes, calms down if that's something that is of relevance to you. And there I can't deny that now that I've said that, right? This is a snake. Okay? This is a scythe. All right? These are cards, that energies that have a not so great energy to them. All right? Looking at what I'm seeing here and not the intuition that I was giving you before, there will be some soft issues that come up in your connection. The key word here is this softness. This seems like because these came out in the reverse, okay? That's really good because these cards kind of suck. I mean, they don't suck. The energies are just, they're a bit rough. They're rough energies, okay? It's a snake and a scythe. The scythe is about caution, danger, warning, decisions. There is some type of decision that you two make in your dynamic, but I feel like things soften up. The snake is about envy, rival, deceit, betrayal, but it's like, it's the Seven of Swords type energy and like Ten of Swords type energy. It's rough. But what I'm seeing here is the connection will have obviously some like disagreements, minor disagreements, some snafus. But this, to me, this energy feels like a couple that was hot and heavy. That was, everything was great. Ooh, woo, woo, this honeymoon phase. And now things are normalizing into I don't want to call it reality, because I still really feel like a honeymoon phase is definitely still a reality, but things have normalized to, this is no longer something out of the ordinary. You know, now like mundane issues are coming up, normal issues are coming up, issues of balancing work and a relationship that's in your life that has lasted, you know, for several months now. Now you're getting into like the meat of trying to make space and decipher and move and that type of thing, where the energy is heightened and you're making time for something, and or you're giving time to something, and now it comes to the decisions of like having to make time, having to now be like just normalized. So I feel like that's the kind of vibes that I'm getting here in this connection. And if you've been with this person for a while, it just feels like, you know, like a little snafu of like, oh hey, like we haven't seen each other for a while, like you've been working a lot, can we make some time to, like that type of, I don't know, it just feels like baby powder, soft, like it's fixable, but it's definitely like, okay, this is a bit of a bump. Tell me about this connection in 3 months. There does seem to be some avoidant behavior as well in this connection down the line, and someone sort of ignoring it. It almost seems like honestly, I feel like you're represented by the snake. Okay, I feel like my viewer is the snake here, and the snake may resort to, in the reverse, may resort to sort of ignoring certain things that they're seeing and not talking about them, not bringing them up. But I feel like that's actually good. It just feels like that's a good thing to not sort of bring up so much. All right. So this is the connection in the next 3 months. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. The Star in reverse. You know, the Seven of Cups in the reverse. The Ten of Wands. The Four of Cups. And the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. So, and then we have Justice in reverse. So it just kind of seems like there will be, in the next 3 months, in this connect. Let's get one more. There could be some biting words as well. There could be some biting words as well. Just sort of like, I'm just really getting an energy of people who have passed the honeymoon phase. That's funny. I was thinking that this is very Queen of Wands energy. That have passed the honeymoon phase and now are getting into this sort of like realness phase where hijinks happen, and once you move through this phase, there's an energy of understanding. Like this is a calibration phase, a negotiation phase, and it's like the party is over, but do I stick around? Do we push through this? Do we work through this? Yeah. So we have both the King of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. I'm picking up more wandsy energy for you, and more swordsy energy for the person. However, they're sort of coming up to me as the King of Wands, and you're coming up as the Queen of Swords. So this is interesting. The Queen of Swords they're both not paying attention to each other. There's a disconnect here. So here's what I'm seeing, okay? In 3 months in your connection, there will be some snafu that is, I don't know, I feel like it's workable. I feel like that's you, actually. You're feeling that it is workable. But I feel like it is workable because this is the sort of the energy of the connection. And it does feel like I'm getting more you energy here. But But I feel like on your end, no, I don't want to say that. You can sort of see that the party is over. Like, you can kind of see that things have changed. The way you two used to talk, the way you two used to relate have shifted. The oh woo woo, honeymoon, boo 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 vibes have sort of gone. And there's now, time for you to make a choice on whether or not to make a choice, but to make a choice on how you want to approach this. So maybe if your partner in this dynamic was more forthcoming towards you, not forthcoming, but was more coming towards you than not, it's almost like they're busy. Okay, I feel like your partner will be busy. This connection will have somebody who's busy in it and not able to give as much attention as they used to or are. And it's sort of up to you to sort of decide, like, okay, is this a party that I still want to stick around with? Like, is whatever time that has passed between us enough for me to continue to actually give to this? I feel like at this point, like, this is when you will start giving to it, and actually start pouring into it. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords sort of facing in the direction of the Seven of Pentacles and giving this, I feel like you'll hang around for what it's worth. You'll hang around for what the dynamic was and what it could be and what it did give you. I feel like you will sort of have an energy of nurturing it. When it comes to the other person, I'm picking up that they will be busy and they will sort of turn their back on the connection. But in a way where they know they've got it. Like, to them, there's, honestly, this could go two ways. there's yeah, let me finish the sentence, and then I will mature to the next sentence. For some of you, the other person that you're with will be like, you know what, I'm busy with work. Now I have to focus on the other things because this connection, like, it's fine. I feel like you might be bearing a bit more of the load of the connection to carry it, knowing that your partner or this person that you're dealing with will be sort of busy and working and having their attention on, like, doing the things that they have to do. There's another story here where this person will sort of be like, okay, I got this person in the bag and now I'm focusing on other things. Like, they're looking at maybe other people, other things, but I think that's just the energy. It could be, but that really depends on your connection. But I feel like there's no more, like, option. It's just there's someone here who will sort of be looking at other options. But that's where I mature my point, where in the connection, this connection will both be something where you two are still invested in it. You're still watering it. You're still looking at it. You're still enjoying it. But now you're both in a thing where there are other things going on with us. And things are now getting real. Things are now getting real. Now that, the initial phases of ooh woo woo are gone, what is real for me in this dynamic? Do I want to continue being in this relationship, or how much of me do I want to actually put effort in this dynamic? And some of that effort is being patient with your partner. Some of that effort is letting certain things slide and knowing when to, like, prod. And that's between the two of you, where you'll both really be having this sort of energy of, I know they're mine. I know that, this is how it's been, but I also have other things that I'm working on, other things that I want to involve myself with. So yeah. So this dynamic will have to sustain itself, but it's almost like you're not working together. You're both pulling, like, if one of you, it's like a rubber band. I don't know, not a rubber band. It's like a push-pull. When one of you is doing something else, the other one of you will maybe carry the load. If one of you is like tired of carrying the load, the other one will come forward. Yeah. One more. I think I want one more. So, oh, okay, two more. So, unrequited love, deception. So we have unrequited love and deception coming up here. Deception is a snake. Unrequited. So I feel like that's what I'm getting. Like, here's the thing. I know it's a snake and a scythe, and those are ill omens. Okay, they're ill omens. But the fact that they came up in the reverse, and the fact that I'm an intuitive reader, I'm getting that this is not going to be something that, like, there will still be a chemistry. There will still be this connection. There will still be these romantic feelings. So this is a hurdle for sure. There will be some hurdles in your dynamic coming up in the next 3 months, but they are surmountable. Free yourself and separation in reverse are telling me that these are negotiations to me. These are negotiative energies of, do I want to stay in this? Yeah, I think I do. This still gives me a sense of calm, a sense of something. I know the star here is in reverse, but I feel like this is just not the death, but this is the cutting of hope and dreams and wishes of what the relationship could be, how nice it was. Now it's like reality is setting in. Like, oops, there goes gravity. Like, I don't know. Let your friends help you in reverse. That boy's been coming out a lot lately. I feel like this is the energy of when people say, oh, that's not right, that's not how you should be treated, you should make time. It's like, but sometimes there are things that happen in a dynamic where someone does need to put the dynamic on pause, cross their fingers and hope that their partner will be okay while they attend to other things. You know what I mean? So let your friends help you is almost like there might be some noise in the background between the two of you, where even if one of you is the busy one and you're like, wait a minute, why isn't my partner jocking me? Is something going on? Are they doing something else? Are they doing someone else? It's like, it feels like consideration to the actual dynamic and not what other people might think about the dynamic, and maybe not even sharing too. No, I think you'll be sharing. But yeah, I think there still will be that these feelings are real and worth exploring, which is really that energy of, the honeymoon is over. Is this real? Can what we have survive in reality now that reality is here? So that's really what I get here between the two of you. Definitely, like, your energies popped up, and or what I would call your energies, and your person's energies popped up in this dynamic. This is a deck that was gifted to me last year during this month by someone, and I'm so grateful. So if you'd like to give a gift to the channel, that would be great too. The Amazon list is in the description box below, and I would love that. Plus, it's like a birthday gift because it's my birthday season. Hey, I want to pick some guidance for you and your person. No. Yeah, I guess. What is the guidance for the person watching this for that 3-month mark? I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of a weird question. Like, why would you get guidance for the future when you can get guidance for now? This is for your person. So, yeah. I mean, when we started this in the beginning, we talked about choice. Like, there's some choice. There's some path. There's some slight divot. And here we have making a choice in the protection on your side and goblins in the reverse. You guys have all these crazy energies here. What I'm seeing with making a choice in reverse, and as far as your energies, or your guidance. It talks about not letting others choose for you and not compromising because you're afraid of consequences. It talks about taking a difficult path and how you can always still make another choice. So what I'm seeing here is about like being honest, changing course, and being willing to clean up, your end. So I feel like this is you making a choice in the future to either, nurture this connection, given that I feel like the other party in this dynamic was nurturing it or adding. So I feel like it would be for you to see how much you can add to the connection. For them, they have to be a little bit careful with this dragon's lair because they might be treading on thin ice. The dragon's lair in reverse is not fun. It is get out of there, get out, get out, get out. I feel like this is them potentially taking advantage of the connection and what they've done to build it up. This is them potentially seeing that they may not need to do as much upkeep as they think they need to. So their guidance would be to, yes, trust that they do like have you, but to not falter too much. To not falter too much on on how they treat the connection and how they care for it with you. Okay? So thank you. I liked this reading. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it served you. Keep your light on and good luck, my friend. Okay. Hey, pile 2. Hey, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. We're gonna be looking at your connection in the next 3 months. Excuse me. At the connection in the next 3 months. So we're gonna be starting with the Lenormand because she an accurate bitch. What is the connection going to be between you and this person in the next 3 months? As you may have heard in the intro, we're doing everyday Libra Love readings. They are timeless, but they're happening every day during the Libra Love season. This is also my birthday season. And so if you would like to graciously give a gift to the channel, I would gladly take that. Some of the decks that we're playing with are decks that have been gifted to the channel graciously. So it's really nice. Here we have Mountain and Garden showing up in the reverse. I am going to flip them upright for the purposes of this reading. This is the connection energy. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Wait. Hold on a second. It's very interesting because you have 8 of clubs and 8 of spades. So, wow. And then we have 21 and 20. So definitely this is like your shared energy in the connection. And it's mirroring in a way, but I feel like there's missing pieces on both ends and you two click into place those missing pieces in each other. You know what I mean? So like, it's like that. Like you have a missing piece here and they have a missing piece here, but you happen to have a piece there and they happen to have a spot there. And so you click into place. You can even see that. You click into place. So that's kind of the imagery that I'm seeing here between the two of you. We have Mountain and Garden. Garden is about like social. This is about Mountain is about obstacles, obviously. Now, these are coming up in the reverse, so we'll see how those energies sort of play out. If you're new to the channel, when I read, the message sort of needs to be massaged and it distills and it might be a bit more flowy. So if you're like, I don't know if that's, calm down. Plus, it's 3 months in time. Like, think about 3 months ago. Did you think you'd be doing certain things that you're doing now? Like, it's wild, what I'm seeing here is there might be a hurdle between the two of you about either making things official for some of you, being out in public for others of you, like maybe being not indoors too much, but maybe something about public, like a public thing. Maybe even celebrations. I'm not sure if you and this person in your dynamic are out to people. Take that in all the ways that it applies to you. There might be a bit of a debut. Perhaps something about a holiday season is a bit tricky. Whose holiday are we gonna? Whose place are we going to? How are we gonna do the holidays? There's something here also about public. For some of you, you might see this person in public. Huh. The relationship might, through an obstacle that is, someone believes something is an obstacle. There's someone in this connection that believes something is an obstacle, something is a challenge. There is, a valid challenge here. But I believe that this challenge, this hiccup, will actually bring you two closer. There's someone in this dynamic, could be you or the other person, but it'll go through a hiccup, a trip, and the other person in the dynamic will catch them. And that'll be a moment where, even though you've spent the whole day together, and in this moment where you trip and they catch you, not you, but whomever trips in this, because it's really, it could go either way here. There's something about that moment where they catch you and you look up and you both of your eyes meet. And there's this, like, something happened, a recognition of, an epiphany. This is the hanged man opening his eyes and going, yep, I'm done here. This is, it's minor, but major. It's a minor issue that yields, it's a turning point in the connection, where someone in this dynamic realizes that the other person has them. That's kind of beautiful. What? As for the other person, I'm not sure how one-sided that is. Like, oh, you have me. I think for the other person, that depth, there will be a recognition between the two of you. Like, something has just happened here where the eyes don't lie and it touches the soul. Wow. Okay. Shit. Where whatever happened between you two is graduated. It's no longer whatever you thought it was. It's deeper than what it was. So let's see a little bit more about this connection in 3 months. Wow. That's kind of nice, you know? One more for the road. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here. So there is something here about like perhaps an event that someone didn't want to go to or something along those lines. An activity, perhaps even a holiday. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands in reverse, Seven of Cups, the Page of Wands. Okay, so I never know if you can hear me itching. I feel like I can hear me itching. It's like when you can smell yourself, you're like, can everybody smell me? There's a Page of Wands and a Page of Pentacles. Did I say Knight? I meant Page. We have the Knave of Wands and the Knave of Pentacles, and then we have a Queen of Wands in the reverse. I feel like there's some, also in the next 3 months in this dynamic, there's some uncertainty. There's some uncertainty. And here we have another gathering. You see that in the Ten of Pentacles? So there might be, you know, I'm not sure if this is your debuting a, not you, it could be you or whomever, but the energy I'm picking up is someone being debuted too. Someone being debuted to a family. So for all my people who are wanting to come out or not out or are of the closet, I mean, is that what we're saying still? You know, there's that, but then there could be something here, but also like debuting a partner, which is the same thing. And there's overwhelm here. That trip, someone gets overwhelmed here in the next 3 months, but I digress. Okay, so with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I'm actually getting good vibes from that one. I'm actually getting good vibes from that. I'm picking up that someone can relax a bit more. That there's an energy of a bit more relaxed, like someone being seen for who they are. Someone not hiding. Maybe the confession that's made or the realization, you know, something that's shared is something that was scary or whatever, like sharing that someone has mental illness or I don't want to know it's hormonal disorder, but it's like whatever anxiety falls under, stuff like that. Like it's almost like there's, I don't know, I'm not seeing it in the tarot here, but there's an I got you energy that comes from the nakedness that is revealed. I think someone here, something breaks in the next 3 months, but it's something external. Maybe something that someone in this connection has held on to, what they thought things could be. I feel like there is an epiphany with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, like something breaks, something long-standing, something that has been a structure and something that's been solid in someone's life breaks. It's something that they let go of, and as much as that gives someone the heebie-jeebies, it's something where there's a freedom there. It's like an unknown heaven that is released, but letting go of a known hell is kind of tricky. This is real deep. What y'all into? What are y'all doing? The Seven of Cups, the Seven of Chalices is almost, yeah, it's an overwhelm of dreaming of what things could be. Does someone move? Someone might move for love here also, or that's on the table. That's a discussion. With this daydreaming Seven of Cups and this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting vibes of someone where something breaks and now so much is released, so much pent up, or so many dreams are now like, oh, now that, I'm no longer studying to be a doctor, now what am I gonna do? Now what am I gonna do? For some of you, if you're single in 3 months, okay, and you have that epiphany of seeing something at an outing, seeing a couple, seeing something that you go, oh my goodness, I don't actually think I want that. I've wanted that for so long. I don't think I'm like this. I don't think that's for me anymore. There's something about that epiphany in 3 months for you that opens up so much for you. Like a new world is now your oyster. Tell me more about 3 months from now in this connection. Yeah. Something is let go of here. We have the Devil in reverse. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. And we have the Fool. Major Arcana showing up here. So there is a new start. Someone in this dynamic stops working so hard at what they thought they needed to work hard at, and they become more of themselves. I don't know if this is what you wanted to hear, but this is quite lovely because it affects your dynamics moving forward in a much deeper way. And that's kind of scary. It can be a little bit overwhelming because you don't know where to go, and now you start dreaming new dreams, and that's a new space. With the Devil in reverse, there is something that this connection frees. People might be moving. And the Five of Wands, it's an end of conflict. So this conflict, this anxiety, this, I don't know if it's anxiety or this, whatever that trip was that we were talking about earlier, it does not lead to conflict that someone thought. It's not as ugly as someone thought. It's not as bad as someone thought in this dynamic. I am picking up some single people in this dynamic where they reach a certain point of power, and that opens up a whole new world for them, of lovers and potential partners, and it's like, whoa. So that's why I'm getting even a bit of a move for some of you. Stay optimistic about your love life. In reverse, someone's moving, but again, it could just be like a person. Again, picking up on that Hanged Man energy, where the Hanged Man goes, bing, they open their eyes, the light bulb, the halo of light is around their head, and they go, okay, I'm done. I'm good. I've got what I needed. Now it's time to go off into this unknown and see what I can make of the world given this new perspective I have. Yeah, I mean, come on, like, yeah, I feel like this could be the both of you. And in this connection with this person, having as a unit, seeing each other, having that soul to soul connection, and really having a frank, I don't know, a vibe that goes, are we doing this? And you cleave from truths, former truths, things that are no longer for you, you know, and move forward together. For others of you who are single, or even just, you know, I read in layers. So this could be more so like your connection is straight, like you're good. You have that moment where you're like, oh my goodness, this person's got me. It could be you, but I feel like this is a shared, it's very weird, this got me energy. But where that epiphany makes it trickles down into the rest of your life now, where you realize that person realizes that you've got them, or you realize that that person's got you, and now you look at the world sort of differently. You begin to cut and cleave from things that did not make sense for you. Yeah, someone is not working as hard as they were at something at things, I think, and there's a sense of like soul freedom here. This is major. So that's your connection. That I'm getting here. Yeah, I'll pull guidance for you and your person. Yeah. Wow, everybody's person keeps getting like 3 cards and y'all get 1. I love this coming to life. So we have a sacred pool on your end. And sacred pool is kind of like mirror energy, you know, thought everyone is you pushed out type vibes. And in the reverse, it talks about how it can be difficult to overcome denial when there is a reward for staying where you're at. And I'm going to read this to you. If you can't accept and love yourself, you remain trapped, wearing a false mask of victimhood. The benefit of embracing denial and the victim's mask is that you never have to take a real risk. And we had full energy, we had devil energy, letting go of these previous things. Like, yeah, you're leveling up in 3 months, and that's kind of amazing. Dimming your light never serves anyone. Turning away from the truth reflected in the stillness of the sacred pool keeps you in denial, doing the same thing over and over again. Such vain efforts lead to a tedious, boring existence. Take the risk and shine your beautiful light into the world. Look in the mirror and see truth. Surrender the need to self-sabotage. Remember that you have a responsibility, not just to yourself, but to the divine spark within you, etc., etc., etc. So, you're going to be doing that. This is the guidance that says, yo, we know it's difficult and we see your struggle, we see your journey. And in 3 months, this is something that you will be doing, and you will be naturally reaching that crescendo of looking around and going, no, not for me anymore. I want better. And for this person, we have storm fields. You know, there's a storm, there's a scattering, there's an upset. So you're sort of both going through that 8-8 mirroring energy, fitting puzzle pieces into the unknown. Is going into the unknown, into the storm, and sort of making it. So you guys really are sharing that. Very interesting. I've got you, and this is real. Wow. You know, however way it goes, having these epiphanies about the unknown and the storms and the ruckuses. And here we have education, where you're learning, you know, and using what you've learned. So you two have epiphanies about each other and your life, and that will be affecting your dynamic in 3 months' time. So I always wonder what that looks like in the flesh. Like, I read these sort of like lofty energies, and it's like, whoa, but what does that like functionally look like in the flesh? Is that like you know, you're sick one day and your partner comes over and they clean your house, they draw you a bath, they cook for you, and they leave, and you wake up and you're like, oh my god, everything is clean, what phantom did this? And your partner sends you a message saying, hey, I came over, I did this and this for you, hope you're okay, I didn't want to disturb you. And you're like, whoa, that's like an epiphany moment, like in the flesh, like that's what that maybe looks like. But as I'm reading it, it's like you have this transcendent hangman energy. You know what I mean? Like reading is so extra sometimes. But I'm always so curious like what that looks like in the flesh, because I'm reading this like feeling. So I digress. I wish you everything. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and some of the decks that I used were gifted to me last year. If you'd like to gift a deck to the channel, you can for the Libra season and my birthday. That'd be cool. But if this served you, please like the video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Keep your light on, my friend, and good luck. Bye-bye. Hey, Pile 1. Hey, Pile 1. How are you? Hey, Pile 1. Okay. All right, Pile 1. So, Pile 1. What is, you know, in the next 3 months in your connection, the next 3 months with this person, how they do, what's going on with it, what I look like, what are we doing, right? So we're going to be using the Lenormand to see what that looks like in the next 3 months in this connection. Oh, 3 cards. Excuse me. We have the fish, the fox, and the book. The buke. So these are all in the reverse. What I'm going to do is we're going to remember that they're in the reverse. Okay? It's not for you to decipher. It's for me. But if you get a message from this how you need to, okay, cool. The fish, the king of diamonds, the fox, the 9 of clubs, and the buke, the 10 of diamonds. Nice. Yeah, if this was cartomancy, that'd be pretty dope. But it's not. So let's go. These are great. I'm picking up on someone stopping themselves. So it's either someone is stopping themselves from spying, someone's stopping themselves from doing something they want to do. Someone's stopping themselves from spying. Someone's stopping themselves from doing something they want to do, which could be spying, which could be instigating, sly, even like stepping out of the dynamic. There could be a third party interruption here, in the form of a person in your dynamic who is alluring, and telling, you know, it was unexpected in a way. The fish is a great omen. Now, there's some knowledge. There might be some knowledge about a third party that comes out in the 3 months, but it may have been someone who was around during, like, it was a break, or this was some energy that was interrupting the connection in some way. This could be work too. I know the fox is like a medium level job or something. This could also be going to school. Someone, you know, that your connection might be interrupted by someone going to seek a higher level of knowledge. Okay. Now, while these were reversed, the energies of the upright are really getting me. There's an opportunity in 3 months that interrupts your dynamic. There's something that interrupts it. Something attractive. Something that I would dare say has been around too. Like it's new, but it's not brand new. Okay. There's also, I feel like, something revealed. Something revealed. There could be someone might pursue more money in their career, and that might lead to a bit of distance in the relationship, like physically or even just in the dynamic. Okay. But something comes between this dynamic. Something enters it that is significant, but mildly, but significant. I feel like it's something small that has not so small ramifications. It's almost like, let's say you want to break with somebody, or you broke up or something, and you were away from them for a year, or you guys weren't really talking, like like it was that type of situation, like Ross, we were on a break, right? That kind of thing. And you find out that this person had a dalliance with someone else while you were on a break, and you get upset. Or they find out that you had a dalliance and they are upset. It's kind of like that. It's something where you did just kind of like, someone did sort of faff around with someone else. And when the other person finds out, it's like, what? You know, it's like, no, but we were on a break, we weren't together. And it's like, but you were still tied to each other, so how could you do that? It's something like that. But the thing is, the fish is a good omen, so and so it's, I mean, the book is just about information. This is about strong feelings, but yeah, it is strong feelings interrupted by the knowledge about something else. And that having pretty, like, I don't want to say big ramifications, but it definitely has there's something there. There's something there that interrupts this dynamic. Excuse me. I will be shuffling from the deck to get a little bit more information, but something does get revealed in the 3 months. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I will be shuffling from here to see what this connection, looks like in 3 months. I'm kind of hungry, but like I don't know what to eat. You know what I mean? And I feel like that was whomever, like, if there was a dalliance, if this was, even if it's like someone wanting to pursue education, someone who did pursue someone else, like let's say when you were apart, you applied for a job, and it's like, but this job is out of state, out of the country, and now you're back with this person, and it's like, what? Now, this feels very partnered energy, okay? I've realized that, and I'm trying to see like how because the fish is about a deep connection, okay? The fish is about a deep connection. It's a very great omen, but again, I think in 3 months in this connection, y'all find out something about this person, about each other, about your dynamic. Tell me about the next 3 months in this connection. Like someone finds something out. Oh, look at that. The King of Pentacles himself. The King of Diamonds is also the King of Pentacles, showing up in the reverse. Okay, so, alright, it's a nice reminder. It's a nice reminder. Two of Cups in reverse. Yep. The Tower. Yeah, dude. Come on. Yeah. I mean, Judgment. There may have been a dalliance in this dynamic with someone else, or again, you know, something just came, rocked this connection a bit. I'm gonna leave that there. But there's a deep connection here still. But yeah, there is a deep connection here, and I feel like maybe that deep connection helped. This whole reading is not for everybody. Shit, it is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. Yeah. Anyway. I might do like your situationship in 3 months, because this ain't it. Anyway, but it could be. Look, I don't know. 3 months is a lot. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Tower. We have the Judgment. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. The King of Discs in reverse. The Six of Wands in reverse. So, two majors are the only ones in the upright. And we have two twos in the reverse. So, what I'm picking up here is there is a disconnect in 3 months with this person. There's something that comes to the surface. With this Judgment, I feel like things are given a chance. Something is revealed. Something is shared. Two of Wands, it feels like something is sort of put on hold. The King of Discs. Wow, the King of Discs I don't know what the caption wrote for that one. I have to look at that. The King of Discs in reverse here is unexalted. He's in a non-exalted state. So whomever in this dynamic, someone shares something that they want to be open with. They're usually maybe not an open person. They usually don't want to open up, but something here compels them to. And with the Six of Wands in reverse, this is a disturbance of what was really good, this connection, this reveal, whatever it is. Again, it could be, you know, I mean, this is picking up hardcore third party energy, but it could also be, you know, someone decided to do something and it does destabilize the connection. This is applying for a job somewhere. This is taking a school. This is, you know, maybe just finding something out even. But yeah, whatever it is, it definitely puts a damper on the good vibes that someone or the dynamic was in. Because someone decides to open up about, like, news is revealed. Yeah, news is revealed. What about the next 3 months? Yeah, that's the Judgment energy showing up. It does. I mean, it does make you guys look at the connection. I don't know if it's you or the other person, but it does put a damper on the connection. There is a loss of even respect. You know, there's a loss of, maybe not so much respect, but there's a loss of, I guess attraction. There's a loss of how one looks at another person. But there is room for forgiving and learning and just sort of like someone calming down in this dynamic and giving things a chance now that, you know, there is this moment of reveal. And I feel like whomever reveals this thing, whomever talks about it or brings it up, it's a symbol of them respecting the dynamic and the connection, how deep it is. So I feel like this thing is something that happens when the connection, this reveal is something that is shared when the connection is good and solid enough to share it, to be revealed. But it does crumble like the tower. The perception of falsehood, like, you know, that kind of like off, like, oh, we use like cheap brick, like, I don't know, it's like it demolishes the cheap bricks, and now you can sort of start anew on that depth with more truth. For those of you who are single, I'm picking up an energy here of people who are not in a connection or distant from this connection, and they find something out, obviously. This is the theme of this. About the other person that makes them, just kind of leaves us a weird taste in their mouth. It's something that is still going to, you'll come around, but there's something here about you almost thanking your lucky stars, for some of you, being like, oh wow, rejection is God's protection. And also sort of realizing that had you been in this person's life for that, it wouldn't have been good for you. So there's almost like a calming energy here after, you know, the initial shock. But for those of you who will be in this dynamic, it's almost a testament to how, you know, stable and open the dynamic is for one of you to share this past indiscretion. It does feel like the past. It doesn't feel like in 3 months they will have an affair, or like you will have an affair. If that is the case, because it very well could be, I feel like there will be an opening about it still to the partner in the connection, and that will definitely shake things up, but it'll be an opportunity to sort of fix whatever cracks there are in the dynamic. So that is also sort of like a good thing, opening up about that. That's the thing. So these energies came up in the reverse, and I'm trying to go back to that reverse energy as I'm reading, but intuitively these really feel in the upright. They do. Like, I can't even bring myself to reverse them as I'm looking at them. So with that means this is quite deep, and perhaps it tells a story of a past and present where someone was more secretive. Perhaps the connection wasn't as deep as, you know, you thought, or you all thought, and perhaps you thought certain dalliances weren't as deep, or maybe you could pretend that it was okay. But now that this dynamic has strengthened, now it's like it wasn't okay. I'm actually not okay with that, you know, on either end. So I wish you everything. If you like the video, if you like this message, I mean, if it was of value to you, won't know until 3 months, but if it hit you in any kind of way, then awesome. But yeah, I appreciate you. I really do. Keep your light on, my friend, and good luck.